Hello everyone, this is iMark3 and welcome back to Homeworld 1 Remastered and the lair of the ghost ship. Woo! Are you spooked out yet? Because I am not. Creepy derelicts don't do that for me anymore. Strange, isn't it? Anyway, as I said I would at the end of the last video, I looked it up to see what it was I was doing wrong, and turns out I actually wasn't. You know, I was actually behaving correctly, but only sort of. Right, so the ghost ship in this level, once you've found it, what you need to do is hit it hard. Really, really, really hard. With all the strike craft you can muster. And so to that end, I restarted the mission. And then I spent, I think in the region of about 12,000 resources or so, to do, well, this. This is what the fleet looks like when I max out my fighter and corvette supply caps. So this is all the strike craft I can muster. It's I've got large numbers of scouts, interceptors, bombers, as well as a large number of light corvettes and heavy corvettes, just to make one heck of a sledgehammer to throw at that ghost ship and try and knock it down to size.
Course set.
And my harvesters are out there wandering around, I think. No, they're not anymore? Oh.
Confirmed.
You idiots, go harvest things. Come on, I need resources.
Acknowledged.
Go.
Resources downrange.
Grab things. Thank you. Right, where's my fleet? There's my fleet. Off we go.
Standing by.
So yeah, I have a lot of
Group
strike
one
craft. I'm going to set them to aggressive mode, which boosts their damage and reduces their speed, because frankly they are against missile destroyers, so the sooner I can do this, the better. So, I only read as far forward as finding out what I'm meant to be doing, and that said that I was supposed to just hit it hard, 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 hard. Smack it with as much firepower as I can. And then, if I hit it with enough, then that means that good things happen. And then I stopped reading after that, because, you know, I don't want to spoil the surprise and get back to relearning what's going on. So here's the support figure I sent over, because I've repeated the steps that I took in the last one. So this guy I sent over to get sacrificed, all that jazz.
Combat stations.
Group 1 reports enemy
And
contact.
now Group 1 is engaging. Come on, sledgehammer, hit all the things if you would be so kind. Lots of corvettes, lots of fighter craft, lots of everything. Though I'm already losing a large number. I've already done 3 strike craft and 2 corvettes. But this is what you got to do, and that's why I restarted to get all the materials back. Hit this thing as absolutely hard as possible. So yeah, you will die, ghost ship. Yes, you will. And my strike craft is just sitting there getting shot at, so that's not ideal.
Our weapons are having minimal effect on the alien vessel, but each strike causes a tiny fluctuation in the control field. Direct all fire at the alien ship in an attempt to disable the field.
Reporting.
Yeah, all corvettes are being set to light, evasive, by the way.
Acknowledged.
Because otherwise they were just sitting there shooting, so...
That's all.
Alien vessel neutralized.
Aha!
Crews have regained control.
Ta-da!
While the field was up, they were able to analyze the alien control system. We now have control of the foreign vessels. Send a salvage team to further investigate the alien ship.
Copy.
New research available. New capital ships available.
After seizing the missile
Docking with
destroyer,
support frigate.
construction reports we can now build a similar vessel.
So there you go, it's really easy once you know what to do with it,
Group 1.
basically.
Docking with mothership.
Group 1, dock with the mothership, if you please. So, I was told
Docking signal green. Ready.
that I could not get the missile destroyer as long as I had 6 cruisers. I was told this in the comments of the last video. I didn't think this was true. But, so, I went ahead and didn't destroy one of my existing destroyers.
Docking with mothership.
So if we check the list now, I have 6 destroyers and 1 missile destroyer. So missile destroyer is actually separate. So unfortunately this doesn't prove one way or the other if that statement was true or false, because, you know, it's a separate class of ship. Which I'm not surprised, because they actually fulfill different roles and all that as well. So, you know, kind of makes sense actually that they are a separate class of ship.
You are
I'd
clear to
forgotten about
dock.
that, to be quite honest. I thought they were also in the destroyer class too, but nope. Anyway, research. I can now research, I think. No, I can't. Can I build? Build. Please let me build. Yes!
Construction
Missile
underway.
destroyer! I can build my own missile destroyers. Ha 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 ha. I love these things. They are very, very dangerous. But there we go. We now have access to missile destroyers, which are lovely.
Resources
We
exhausted.
picked up a handful of spare assault frigates. Not that great, but these are the Tydani version, which, by the way, have slightly
Excessive gravel out
better
here.
weapon coverage compared to the Kushan version. Their turrets have better firing arcs. Not by much, but it's enough to make them slightly better at dealing with enemy corvettes and strike craft. So they don't have to turn as much to bring as many weapons to bear. Sorry, to bring more weapons to bear. So, you know. We also got a new ion array frigate. Huzzah for heavy firepower. But, speaking of heavy firepower... Oh, multi-beam frigates. I've got some lovely, lovely multi-beam frigates. Oh, I wanted to get so many more of these,
Reporting.
but the fight during the fight in the nebula was just too hectic. There was too much going on, and I was trying to preserve my gear rather than going out and risking it all, because the AI loved to shoot my salvage craft as soon as I sent them anywhere near them, so, you know, that's causing a few problems. And as a result, I didn't actually manage to catch any. But now I've got 2 multi-beam frigates, all of my very own. And I am very pleased by that. Those things are glorious. I mean, look, they're so tiny compared to the other ion frigates, but they're so dangerous. Why can't we replicate these instead of the missile destroyers? Why can't we rebuild some of these for my fleets? That's what I want to know. I want some of those guys. Oh, I don't know. But decent additions all around. Oh, and we got my support frigate back as well. Also nice. Yes, that matters. And I guess we've got a full strike force now too. Because we've got a lot of... because I hit it so hard, most of my strike craft actually survived that. Well, I say most. I lost 10 fighters and a good 14 corvettes, actually. Wow. Yeah, a good 14 corvettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mostly heavy corvettes, I think, as well. Ouch! Okay, that's expensive, but heavy corvettes are kind of sitting targets for frigates to pick on, so, you know, not that surprising in retrospect. Most of the fighters I lost, though...
Missile destroyer complete.
Yeah, the fighters I lost are all scouts, though.
Salvage team docked. The alien ship is millions of years old. Its purpose is unclear. Research Division reports it has developed plans for gravity warping technology based on the alien control field. We advise commencing research immediately.
Okay, this will give me access to grav wells, I think. Oh, hello, Bentusi.
We have known of this ship, but could never approach it. We are particularly vulnerable to its influence. The Bentusi would like the information you have acquired. It will be transferred automatically if you choose to trade.
Sure, let's trade. Hello, Bentusi. They are offering super heavy chassis tech for free. So the information I just got is now being given away for free to give me super heavy chassis. Required for most massive capital ships, heavy cruisers, and destroyers. Prerequisite super capital ship drive. Destroyers you can build without super heavy chassis. Also, that image there is for the ion beam, so that's a slight bug.
The information was successfully transferred. Thank you.
The Tydan are determined to destroy us. Will you help us defeat them?
Conflict is not our way. We will bring your cause to the Galactic Council. The Tydan rule the Empire, but even they must answer to the Council.
Hyperspace module fully charged. Engage at your discretion.
But now we've got tech, which is lets us build our own carriers now. Hopefully we can actually get one that works. That'd be nice. Because the one we captured is not fully functional, as you've no doubt noticed because I've not been using it to build anything.
Confirmed.
It's
Ready.
not got functional production bays on it. I can dock stuff in it, and fix things with it, but I can't build anything from it. If I build my own, then I can actually do that and get
Assembly
stuff
underway.
built. So I might as well build that carrier. And
Confirmed.
as fun as it is having this guy around as a trophy, because, look at this, you killed our homeworld, so I have captured you
Roger.
to show off how good I am at this game. Yeah, like anyone would believe that. I'm going to scrap you instead. Because
Decommission acknowledged.
it's not functional. So I might as well get rid of it. I could have got rid of it well before now for extra resources, but I was just keeping it around. But now I can replace it with my own carriers, which actually work. So, I might as well do that.
Acknowledged. On our way.
Yeah, missile destroyers, though, they are great. They're especially good against lighter craft, strike craft, bombers, interceptors, and corvettes and things. They've also got a special ability, which is
Ready.
this, missile volley. Basically, each missile destroyer can hold like 20 missiles or something like that, and they fire them off rapidly but after a while in combat they have to slow down because they're reduced to how quickly their onboard factories can make new missiles. Missile
Reporting.
Volley launches all reserve missiles at once, like really, really fast. So it's a massive burst of damage, but then it's immediately down to the slower rate of fire as
Copy.
it builds more
New
missiles.
heading
So
set.
yeah, you lose the increased fire rate until the missile reserves run out, but you get a massive burst of damage at the start of an engagement. Also, the only real difference between these two is that the Titani missile destroyer kicks its missiles out to the sides, so that can be a slight hazard in formation with other large ships, while the Kushan version kicks them out straight in front, so it's a bit safer to have other ships flying around beside it. So, yeah. Another thing to be slightly aware of there. Goodbye, carrier. Oh, it's slightly too big for my docking bay, that. I saw the top of it just clipping through there. But yeah, that gave me a bunch of resources. I should probably actually remake this missile destroyer as one of my own. Probably be safer to do that.
Ready.
Yeah, that would be safer.
Roger.
Oh, I don't actually have the option to retire this thing.
Acknowledged. Copy.
That's strange. Probably because it's I've only just gained it and it was a special unit under control of that ship.
Confirmed. Reporting.
Yeah, I don't have the option to scuttle any of the craft that I
Ready.
just captured, so
Reporting.
I think it's just because
Roger.
of the mission I got them in. They should be fixed by the time we get to the next mission, so let's do that. Since it's all done and sorted, so let's do that. Hyperspace.
At ease.
And so many small ships just flying in. Also, let's start researching gravity generators too. So, Gravwells. Gravwell generator creates a field that can stop any strike craft that enters it. However, I remember that they have limited power supply, no defensive weapons, and when they run out, they go boom. So, yeah.
Carrier complete.
It's not undocking the carrier because I'm preparing for hyperspace. Okay, let's quick dock and get moving. Onwards! And I suddenly gained 7,000 odd resources. Yeah, the resources in this map were spaced so far apart, my ship's having trouble getting them.
We are about to enter the outer limits of the Taidan Empire. As we approach the galactic core, resistance is expected to increase. We have identified a weak point in the enemy defenses. There is a remote research station located near an active supernova. It should only have a minor garrison protecting it.
Supernova Research Station. Here we go.
Hyperspace jump successful. We have cleared the outer rim dust bank.
I love the cinematics in these. You don't see cinematics like this very often anymore.
The research station is located here. Assemble a heavy strike force and destroy it.
Already got one.
The supernova is 215 light-years away. It is emitting intense radiation.
Strike craft are especially vulnerable to this radiation. Capital ships will be the most effective due to their heavy armor. Research Division reports it is now equipped for proximity sensor technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Yeah, there's my carrier. This glorious little beast right here. Strike craft are vulnerable, it says. So, does that mean... You know what, I should just dock everything with the carrier, shouldn't I? Or at least let's dock the...
Docking
Yeah, let's dock the
carrier.
salvage corvettes with it. And I can build with it as well. 6. Let's build some replacement salvage
You are clear
corvettes.
to dock. Assembly underway. Construction
So there
underway.
we go, that carrier is now holding a full force of 10 salvage craft. And then the rest of my strike force can just guard it.
Escort pattern locked in.
Right, okay, let's gather my forces. Oh, so many toys, right.
Acknowledged.
You're all combat crafts? Oop, hello.
The enemy is using mines. Research Division reports it can produce a Corvette-class mine-laying ship. We advise commencing research immediately.
Okay, so enemy minefields are around the place. Right. Let's see, let's grab all the
Confirmed.
destroyers and
Ready.
missile destroyers.
Reporting.
You guys are group
Understood.
1.
Group 1 designated.
Reporting.
All assault frigates are also guarding the
Moving into
carrier.
formation. Ready.
Multi-beams, and
Roger.
you guys are just guarding group 1.
Salvage corvette complete.
Oops, yeah, you guarding group 1.
Escorting friendly.
Thank you. Oops,
Understood.
nope.
Escort
Misclicked.
pattern locked in. Confirmed.
Leave me alone. Group 2.
Group 2 designated.
En route. Group
So we've
1.
got Group 1 is the main assault force. Group 2
Group
is
two
the
copies.
carrier
Select
who
vehicle
has
one.
got massive escort in the form of everything else I've got. Then we're going to
Confirmed. Course set.
a couple of
Standing
guys. You guys are supporting the
Repairs
carrier.
initiated. Reporting.
The
Salvage
rest of
corvette complete.
the rest of you support frigates are going to
Reporting.
support the main Sally
Understood.
there.
Repair target locked in.
That's all locked in.
Acknowledged.
Drone
Group
frigates.
3
Let's move you guys into Group
designated.
3.
Order confirmed.
Well, for the time being, I'll also have you guarding the heavy
Moving
lance
into
too.
formation. Group 1
So,
copies.
I'm
Group 1
forming
copies.
everything up on my heavy equipment. Let's use this mine lane tech because, you know, why not? Oh, and prox tech as well.
Salvage corvette complete.
Okay, and let's start to move.
Destination locked in.
Lots of destroyers and missile destroyers. Oh, all the firepower. This should be interesting. Set them all to evasive so they get some speed buff, and off they go.
Group 2 copies. Moving to destination. Coordinates confirmed.
And the carrier is just moving in close pursuit with all of the other supporting forces. I've got quite a sizable force going on these days, actually. I should actually get some scouts with the forward group, though. Where are the scouts? Here's a couple of scouts.
Copy.
You guys are set to guard that lot.
Escorting friendlies.
So if I move them up forwards, that should increase the sensor range for my forward assault group.
Radiation is much heavier than we expected. Sensors indicate that these veins of space dust may have shielding properties. We recommend using the veins for protection.
Okay, so follow the veins to avoid solar damage.
Coordinates confirmed.
Right. You guys need to increase your height immediately.
Destination locked in.
Move upwards. So yeah, basically if I wander outside the veins, I start to get kicked in the teeth by solar radiation. I responded before I took any damage really, but it gave me the warning pretty darn clear, so you know.
Group 1 reporting.
Okay, there's a whole bunch of interceptors and corvettes and things. You guys are in so much trouble. All the destroyers go for those.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
All the missile destroyers
Attack
can just...
coordinates locked in.
Oh yeah, everything's just like
Group 2
firing.
reports enemy contact.
Those are just interceptors actually, I'm
Group
not
1
worried about those.
under attack.
Group 1 copies.
Group 2 under attack.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, see what I mean about the missile destroyers? Lovely beasts. Oh look, there's a whole load of stuff coming in. Drone frigates. Deploy your drones if you would be so kind. You have things to shoot at. Many, many things to shoot at.
Group 1
Is
reporting.
Group 1 at any risk? No, they are not. Is Group 2 at any risk?
Group 1
Sorry, are the support frigates at any risk?
reports enemy contact.
Nope, they're absolutely fine.
Roger. Ready.
Haha. You guys suck.
Reporting friendly units.
You guys well and truly suck.
Research complete.
Reporting friendly units.
Good thing I've got all those drone frigates though, but yeah, I have a lot of anti-fighter fire support. Massive fleet engagements here, and I am completely murdering them all.
Friendlies under
Lots
fire.
of bullets going here, there and everywhere though.
Research complete.
Glorious things. This is actually quite fun. Unfortunately, I think all the enemies are kind of dead now. Yeah, they are.
Group 1 reporting.
Okay, right. Group 3 pull back their drones. Don't need them anymore.
Group 1 copies.
And I don't think I really lost anything there, so let's push ahead along the dust vein. The
Understood.
thing is, as I said, solar radiation damaging ships. That means if I
Coordinates
send out my harvesters to get the resource pockets, they're probably going to get dinged up a fair bit, so might as well not bother. It's not like I'm short on resources or anything like that. I've got a lot of stuff.
Standing by.
You should move with
Moving to
that forward
destination.
destroyer if you would be so kind. I should probably also set you to
Confirm.
evasive, actually.
Roger.
I should set all of my strike craft to evasive 2.
Acknowledged. Ready.
I mean, I want them to be distractions. I don't want them to get killed,
Copy.
ideally. Because any casualty I can avoid is something I don't have to replace.
Reporting.
Oh look, mines. Well, they're going to smash into my destroyers,
Group
so
1
that's
standing
okay
by.
actually. Don't really care about it too much.
Course set.
Let's park up here. Yep, here comes some mines, but the support frigates will patch up any real damage. But as you can see though, the mines do hit kind of hard. So that's why it's good to have the destroyers out in front, because they've got a lot of hit points. They can take a few knocks like that. And here comes the mine layer,
Lock all weapons on target.
which is is already dying really, really quick. Let's look at all those missiles.
Defeated the enemy.
Moving to destination.
Yeah, mine layer corvettes are actually extremely powerful on the attack as well as defense, because they can lay static minefields, or they can, in direct combat, they just launch the mines straight at their targets. But
Group 1 hit by mines. Group 1 hit by mines.
but they are not very good at protecting themselves. Their mines are best against heavy targets, so you do need to escort them with a lot of other stuff. Like, they need fighters and corvettes and things to guard them, basically. But yeah, look at that. All patched up already. No problem at all. What's that one mine there? Is just not triggered, apparently, for some reason. Oh well, let's keep moving. Let's see, if I can fly straight... No, I need to move upwards here a little bit. Keep on going, please. That one little mine just sitting there. Wonder what it'll latch onto. Oh, it's found something, I think. Wait, no it hasn't. It's still not got a target. Oh well, more fooled that mine. Actually, is it going to go after one of my strike crafts? Valid question. What are you going to do, Mr. Mine? Absolutely nothing. That mine is apparently dead. Okay, sure. Oh dear. Oh, I'll keep pushing ahead and let's see if we can clobber this thing. So I'm not sure what else I'm going to face here. I mean, we saw the station itself producing frigate-sized targets for me to shoot at. So that means there's probably some frigates around somewhere. There's no tech to get, so we've got mine layers. Deploys fields of magnetic mines. Strong against frigates and capital ships, weak against fighters and corvettes. Yep. The other thing was the prox sensor, wasn't it? Yeah. Proximity sensor. Uses motion detection to locate cloaked ships. Then the Gravwell is, as I said, any strike craft. So if I'd had one of those against that wave of strike craft that hit me at the start, I would have been able to absolutely murder it. Because they would have been just trapped in place and my capital ships would just had a field day on them. But, as I said, Gravwell, it depletes its power supply and then it just goes boom, so, you know. And prox sensor, I think, has the same kind of problem, actually. Oh, look, there's... Ooh, hello. Ooh, hello! Hello, heavy cruiser! I'm going to try and capture you.
Group 1.
Group 1 is like... Gauge that.
Capital ship. Group 1 copy.
Also missile volley, by the way.
Frigate under attack. Group 1 standing by.
Missile volley, that one. I said missile volley, please. Do I need to right click?
Group 2 reports enemy contact.
Breach in starboard fusion chamber.
Frigate lost.
Yep, there we go. Here comes the missile volley on that destroyer. Of course the destroyer got killed. Right.
Group 1 under attack.
Group 2, launch all...
What's our damage? Destination locked in. Group
Just launch
2,
them all, if you
Group
please,
1
because I'm
standing by.
taking a lot of hits. Anyway, salvage corvettes, grab that heavy cruiser. I've got enough firepower to vaporize destroyers, no problem. But the heavy cruiser is an incredibly nasty piece of work.
Copy.
So that's why I'm trying to capture it.
Group 1. Group
Because the
1.
heavy cruiser can vaporize destroyers. You know, that... Oh, it's going after that frigate. Oh dear.
Group 2 under attack.
We're under fire. Group 1 reporting.
But that said, it's not got very much against smaller craft, so without the destroyers supporting it, I should be able to grab it.
Enemy contact.
Cabin pressure dropping. Guidance failure. We're losing control.
Destroyer lost.
Group 1
Oh, there goes
reporting.
a destroyer. But I've nicked a heavy cruiser. Oh.
Ready.
Oh dear. Also, I'm going to send my remaining
carriers.
salvage corvettes to dock back. Heavy cruiser, ignore them because it's not very good. Plus, there were those destroyers just sitting there for it to shoot at. So you know. Still, I like doing. This is why I like doing it. Once I've got a functional carrier around, I can just build and replenish
You are clear to
salvage
dock.
corvettes at the front where I need them. And that thing is just wandering through. It's like, make way, make way! Look at the thing we have got our claws on. But yeah, I'm afraid that is also a good place to end the episode. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, you're mine now. Yes, you are. See you all later. Actually, what route are you taking back to the ship? That might be a slight issue. No, the dust cloud should protect you practically the entire way, so it should be alright. Okay.